busy with the amount of sounds going on. There's lots of people, lots of traffic. This is how it sounds.
I'm really passionate about hearing care personally because I see on a daily basis how much improvement to people's quality of lives actually hearing properly makes. It's how we communicate with the world.
Yeah, get real tight. This is my good type.
Yeah, it's a completely different quality of sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds much more accurate.
We were creating a short film about hearing loss and the mechanics behind it to try and give people who have normal hearing some understanding of what our patients experience on a daily basis.
Oh, there's a step, there's a step.
If you can't hear, you can't communicate, and socially people end up isolating themselves and they end up withdrawing. There's a lot of frustration and misunderstanding, and we want to take some of that away.
So we're going around London and actually trying to simulate hearing loss.
You've got two microphones, each positioned within the ears, just like a human head, and they interact with each other, where a single microphone just picks up a single sound source, or a single or one-dimensional version of the sound. The binaural microphone, the two microphones within the ears interact with each other, and therefore giving you a nice stereo field and a 3D version, just like we would hear in everyday life.
It just gives an element that normally you don't get with a standard microphone. I can't wait to get in the studio later and start playing around with it.
The reason we've come to a coffee shop is because people with hearing loss will usually describe difficulty in somewhere like that kind of busy environment first and foremost. There's lots of people chatting at once. You've got a lot of background noise, the cutlery, the steamers, you've got reflective surfaces, and all of that will mask the speech cues that they're already starting to lose.
I like it.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
With each scene, take for example the natural scene, we've looked at that from a mild hearing loss, a moderate hearing loss and a severe hearing loss, and how each of those affect the sound differently. So for a mild hearing loss it might be just the loss of the high frequencies and therefore the loss of the high frequency consonants in speech. And when we move to a severe hearing loss, much more distortion, much more severe loss of the high frequencies, and it becomes very hard to make out what people are saying intelligibly.
Yeah.
If you can't hear properly, generally people isolate themselves, and it happens quite slowly over a long period of time. Just like you get your eyes tested regularly or your teeth checked regularly, we're trying to promote that you do the same with your hearing. Start that conversation, just see what your hearing is like.